What is up, guys? Back at it, your baller. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but now I decided to start uploading. Um, I've been busy with school and work and stuff like that. But yeah, this upcoming summer, guys, is gonna be awesome. If you guys haven't heard for UFC events, this upcoming summer is gonna be wonderful, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy the most of it and stuff. Enjoy the most of that, the whole fight cards, because I'm going to get into the whole package of the fight cards, the amazing fight cards that are going to happen. I'm going to start off with the UFC 295. So, yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'm going to keep uploading these UFC content analysis videos. Yeah, and let's get right into it. So, right off the bat, in October, we're kicking it off with Makhachev and Oliveira 2. So we already saw the first fight where, Makhachev totally dismantled Oliveira. But this time they're going to be running it back. And I am excited for this. I do think this matchup is going to be harder for Makhachev than it was the first time around. I think that he's going to actually do a much better job this fight instead of getting finished like second round and stuff. But yeah, this is to fight it off. This is the main event. Makhachev and Oliveira, the second match. That's crazy. Yeah, that's something you don't see. And I see a lot of TikToks of people posting, Charles TikToks and everybody hyping him up. But I don't agree. I don't agree that Charles has enough to beat Islam. He's just a decorated guy. Whoops. Yeah, I think that Islam beats him, and I think there's sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I think that just Islam is just a step above Oliveira as far as skill is concerned. I think his striking, his grappling and everything is just better than Oliveira. I think that the grappling especially. Like I don't think Oliveira is a black belt, but Islam has that chain wrestling, the Dagestani chain wrestling that nobody can. Nobody seems to have the recipe for it. It's just when they grab a hold of you, take you to the ground, you can't escape it because they just have you in their grasp. They're glued to you, and they're not going to get off of you, and they're gonna finish you. And they're really strong in those positions in the when they're grabbing a hold of your hips, and when they're with their legs, wrapping their legs around you, and trips and just sort of their grappling base is just so heavy and strong. It's kind of like a python going around its prey. It's just so tight and strong, and this is with the chain wrestling that they possess. And I think that Islam actually runs through Charles Oliveira. I think this fight is actually going to be harder than the first one, in my opinion, because I think Charles is going to come in more prepared. However, if I had to say how this fight is going to go, I see a submission victory again. That's what I see. And Islam Makhachev possibly, or it could be a knockout. Last fight he dropped him with the right hook, and then had Oliveira on the ground, and then finished him with the arm triangle. Whatever way this fight goes, I do think Islam is going to win this fight. But yeah, moving on to the co-main event, of the evening. This right here is actually something I've been looking forward to. We've seen the YouTube clips, we've seen, all the beef and the trash talk between these guys, outside of the cage. Khamzat, trying to, come out Costa and fight him, and then he's like, is he fuck your ass and shit. This is hilarious fucking trash talk and banter, and then Paulo Costa stealing his cap and talking shit to him, calling him a Chechen motherfucker and stuff. And it's just the leading up to the press conference, when the press conference comes, it's going to be definitely heated and stuff. And it's going to be a show, or definitely a show for us to watch. Paulo Costa versus Khamzat Chimaev. There's going to be a lot of trash talk in the press conference. I know that for sure. Paulo Costa coming off some losses, coming off Marvin Vettori, Izzy beat him. But if you guys didn't know, Khamzat's actually my favorite fighter in the UFC. And I know a lot of you Brazilian people that are watching are probably going to start, just hating and being biased and stuff. But, come on now. Like, I think, wow, Paulo Costa is currently the favorite too. I actually do believe that Khamzat runs through him. I do believe that Khamzat's going to just destroy him. Like grappling. I think the grappling, he's just a better grappler. At 185, I think Khamzat's at his natural weight at 185. I think he actually performs better at 185 than he does at 170. We saw the fight with Gilbert Burns, and it was a tough one. But I think Khamzat has to like cut a pretty decent amount of weight to get down to 170. I think at 185, I do believe Khamzat's like basically at his natural weight class in 185. I think that's perfect weight class for him to be in. So I think Khamzat Chimaev at 185 is a problem. I mean, Strickland, I know Strickland fans out there, dude. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be Strickland is in for a treat because we have Khamzat in the division, and with him in the division, it's not going to be good for Strickland. I think he's going to lose the belt pretty soon. But yeah, I think Khamzat beats him. You know how I beat him. You know, I could definitely see a submission victory for Khamzat. I think I could see him submitting Paulo Costa. I do definitely see that happening. You know, I think his grappling is just that good. You know, at 185, Khamzat, a stacked, you know, like a well-fed Khamzat, like. That's a scary guy, you know, and I think he's gonna roll through Paulo Costa. And I know you Brazilian fans out there probably like shitting on this and saying, "Oh, well, Khamzat's this, he's a pussy, he wasn't able to fight." No, it's just all bullshit. At the end of the day, Khamzat, I think rolls through him. Nathaniel Wood, Muhammad Naibov. I don't even know these guys, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm biased, so I'm just gonna go with Muhammad, and I'm Muslim, so I'm just gonna go with Muhammad. Nasruddin Imavov versus Ikram Aliskerov. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent fight, not going to lie. Both well-decorated artists. I know Imavov came off a loss to, I forget what his name was. Let me look it up. Imav record. He just came off a loss against a pretty good opponent. Sean Strickland beat him. Yeah, Sean Strickland beat him. But, yeah, Imavov versus Aliskerov. Aliskerov, yeah, I think Aliskerov takes this. Yeah, I'm pretty safe bet with Aliskerov. Pretty safe there. I mean, anything could happen, but I'm a pretty safe bet with Aliskerov. Aliskerov got knocked out by Chimaev like in crazy fashion with an uppercut. Actually, crazy. He just got fucking knocked out with the uppercut. But I think I'm safe with Aliskerov. I think he's a very good fighter. I think he's right under Khamzat. I think Aliskerov was supposed to fight Costa, but it never happened. But anyways, yeah, I think Aliskerov win this. Nurmagomedov versus Gafarov. I mean, anybody with the last name Nurmagomedov, I mean, you just have to go with them, right? Like, come on now. I'm just going to go with them. Magomedov, sure. Whatever with the Magomedov last name also, because they're fucking just killers. Oh, shit. Ankalaev is fighting Johnny Walker. Why is this all the way down here? Why isn't it up here? I mean, shit. I think that's a better fight than, fucking some of these fights right here. Like, what the fuck? Victoria, like, what the fuck? Victoria, Jin Yu Frey, like, what the fuck is this bitch? Anyways, Magomed Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. It's a good fight. That's a solid fucking heavyweight fight. But I got my man's Magomed. I like Magomed. I think he's like the most well-rounded light heavyweight in the division. I think I really do think he's the most well-rounded. Aside from a couple of people, you got like. Of course, John Jones is the GOAT of light heavyweight. But besides John Jones, we have Yuri Prochazka. I think he's very well rounded as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? I mean, now we have Alex Pereira coming into the light heavyweight division, so it's definitely gonna bring some more eyes into the light heavyweight division. But I mean, I'm gonna go with Magomed Ankalaev. I think he's enough to be the eccentric, crazy Johnny Walker. I think, I think he has enough in his toolbox to get off that win. And yeah, that's UFC 294 in a nutshell. Live. Those are my opinions. Please be sure to leave your comments down in the section below on what you think, how you think these fights are going to go. That's my prediction for now. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to be out, guys. Peace.